Over here. And one is uncut.
That's it? But they're the same thing.
They're essentially the same, but if you're gonna cut them up anyways, you might as well just buy them cut. This is like the cutest canning. This makes me want to buy canned shit. It's so. But yeah, like thin noodles, udon noodles.
I buy this just because it's cute.
We don't know if it's good, and then
That's what
wonton wrappers. So there's different ones. And here's the lineup. We got some ground pork. I have some rice powder that I made the day before. A couple of limes from Vallarta. I also have some mint that we also got. Robert has fish oil. It's been in my house for years. Some lovely MSG. A red onion. Some Thai basil. And some cilantro.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some director's commentary that I thought would be really cool to do. Robert's putting in that lovely ground pork that we got from the Asian market. And I'm just getting ready to help him out and assist him. You know, there's a shot where I'm actually portioning a cut of it out. And you're gonna see those that upcoming video because I end up playing around with it, but that's for another time. So we're slowly adding, you know, salt. I'm putting a little bit of MSG. Robert's cheesing for the camera. I like that moment. I didn't discover that until I'm editing this. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not putting a lot of MSG. I actually have a cousin that claims that she has an allergy to MSG, and I think that's got to be like a subconscious thing. Like there's got to be some PR thing where people were like MSG isn't bad, but now it's making a comeback, y'all. Here's some fish sauce, and I'm not kidding. This fish sauce has been around my house for about a good 7 years. I'm putting in some lovely chopped red onion, and I'm slowly adding I'm only adding a tiny bit of herbs. We cut a bunch up, but I'm only adding a tiny bit just because I know that I can add more a little bit later, and it really does cook down. So, you know, this is a long cut where you're gonna see a lot of repeats that I'm just doing, and I think that's why I didn't really want to edit it up. I wanted to show people that you really need to keep bumping the flavors up until it tastes right. It's like a titration of everything. And these fucking limes were just so goddamn tiny. Like, I'm squeezing the life out of these suckers, and you'll see several times that I'm just squeezing the shit out of them. I don't know if you saw, there was me putting a little bit, like a spoonful of some white powder. That was sugar. And now here's me doing the rice powder. I never realized how much it really bumped up the dish with the texture. Also, it made it a little bit more substantial. But as you can see, I'm just really going, you know, starting off really conservative. I don't want to say timid. But yeah, this is a recipe that I've never cooked, and a dish that I only know through takeout. So here's me putting more herbs. I believe this is the basil leaf that I'm throwing in. I mean, Robert's doing a great job of just keeping it rolling so nothing really burns or gets cooked too much. If I had a bigger wok, I would utilize a wok definitely. But since I couldn't, I just used a medium saute. And I'm telling Robert to taste it with me. I think it's really important when you're cooking with friends that everyone kind of gets a say on input. And there it is with some more goddamn tiny limes. And I think I'm bitching, like, these fucking limes are tiny. I think I'm telling him that. Trying to keep them seeds out, so that juice is going through the crack of my fingers right now. And as you can see, yeah, we're just adding more and more. And I'm even telling him, like, more. You can always add, you can't take away, so it's always really important that I'm just kind of slowly building, taking my time, unless I know the dish really well. Oh, and I also did throw in some cilantro oil that I previously made, just to get, a lot of times I want to get rid of the stems in my cilantro. I'll just blitz it with a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of neutral oil. And it's a really great marinade for stuff like chicken or fish. It's a great way to get rid of your stems. And then Robert's just doing that lovely saute toss. Also, that meat was hot as hell, which is why I was chewing with my mouth open. Like, with time, I mean, it was a completely different flavor from when I first tasted it until the end when I tasted it.
So then you say that? Because I did that, and I thought it was pretty great.
So then I just say fuck it, and I'm just throwing the whole halves of limes in itself. And I thought this was something that I'm surprised a lot of the Larb recipes don't tell you to do, because you do draw a lot of the oils from the zest of the limes. And Robert is saying he has some recipes in Mexican cooking where they do that. And what we did was, right when it was done, or right before I started plating, I pulled out the limes and just threw them out. But this was really nice to cook with a friend and just tape it. I never thought to do this. And it's me cheesing. And yeah, I was really happy the way it turned out. And it was just some really fun quality time with my homie Robert. So here I am showing the plate up. And if you really notice, we cooked with a bunch of cilantro, mint, basil, and it's pretty much gone and cooked down. And what I wanted to do was just garnish with the herbs that we used in the mix. My chef from a previous restaurant that I worked at always drove that this expression called "plate it where it lies." So that's what I'm doing. I'm plating my herbs, and if you notice, it's dropping, and I'm not really picking it back up to move it. I'm just filling in the gaps with different herbs, just tearing the leaves off, making sure that they're still nice intact, they're not brown. Yeah, I want to make it look very nice for everybody. I was about to put cilantro oil, but it was very rich and I did not need that. And then I also garnished with more rice powder, and it just looks nice and vibrant and delicious. There you have it, Larb. So remember, the world is a dumpster fire, but your meals don't have to be. Cut.